We all want to do our part, right? No. You conservatives don't. Anybody who's living in a red state, you just want to kill grandma. Well, let me tell you something. Last week, the UK health officials said that mask mandates and social distancing could go on for years. Isn't that exciting? For years. Now, could I ask you a question? How is that happening at all? How is that possible at all? I mean, we've got 2 vaccines. They're about to hit the market. They're 95% effective. Wait. I thought we had to do these things until we got a vaccine. Okay, now we have a vaccine. Well, we have to wait until it's injected in people's arms. Now it's going to be injected in people's arms. 95% effective. Why do we still have to do all these things? Why? Now, if you are caught defying this, you will be shut down, you'll be silenced, and as we're seeing lately, fired. A doctor in Oregon attended a Trump rally a month ago. He had the audacity to have a different opinion. He told attendees that they could take off their masks, and none of his staff wore masks for COVID in his office. Oh my gosh! He's a danger to society. We have killed him, haven't we? We didn't just fire him. We didn't just take away his license to practice medicine. I hope we've killed him. Well, he was already on the Oregon Medical Board's radar. Back in July, he actually had the gall to tell a patient that wearing a mask doesn't prevent the spread of the virus. He advocated for something crazy called herd immunity. What a quack! We should kill him. Well, the masters of the universe, a.k.a. the scientists that will toe the party line, have been telling us lately on their televised hits on MSNBC and the like, we're supposed to lock ourselves in our homes. We're supposed to close the family business. We're supposed to put a mask on even in our Zoom calls. Sit down and take it. Now, here we have a doctor, a man of science, saying, that's stupid. Shouldn't his opinion be taken seriously? Of course not. Of course not. Not according to the State of Oregon Medical Board, because they launched a little investigation. And apparently that little Trump rally was the last straw, and they officially suspended his medical license for, quote, gross negligence, claiming he, quote, actively promotes transmission of the virus within the extended community. Yep, that's what he was doing. That's what he was doing. He wasn't questioning masks. He was promoting the transmission of the virus within the extended community. Oh, so you see, if everybody would just wear a mask, we'd be able to crush the virus and end the pandemic. Why do you not care about your fellow Americans? Why? Did you not listen to the public health experts? Because the problem's not them. The problem is you. Because you won't wear a mask. Have you seen the numbers in the hospitals? They're going up. This pandemic is getting worse. And because you wanted Thanksgiving, and now I suppose you want Christmas as well. Well, you go ahead and kill more people. Why don't you? Well, unfortunately, now we're going to have to fire all of the people at Carnegie Mellon University. But they have developed a very informative, consistently updated mask compliance tracker just to find out who's wearing a mask and who's not. Oh, yeah, Santa is coming to town, and he knows who's wearing a mask and who's not. Well, according to Carnegie Mellon University, the overwhelming majority of Americans across the nation are wearing masks. In fact, in virtually every major population center in the United States, especially in areas where COVID-19 cases are rising, mask compliance levels are off the charts, with most major metro areas registering well over 90% compliance. So wait a minute. The lockdowns failed, and we were told masking up. If you could just mask up, remember? Mask up. If we could just mask up over 80%, we'll do more to reduce COVID-19 spread than a strict lockdown. Really? So universal masking at 80%. If 80% of us just adopt that, that flattens the curve significantly more than maintaining a strict lockdown. Scientists told us, quote, we'll not only be able to flatten the curve, we'll be able to significantly reduce the spread of this virus and return to life as normal sooner rather than later. Oh, okay. Well, are we doing it at 80%? San Francisco, 97% mask compliance. Hey, how's COVID doing in San Francisco? It must be flattening. New York City, 97% compliance. Hey, how's New York doing? It's flattening, right? Cuomo's got it under control. D.C., 97% of the people there are wearing masks all the time. Dallas-Fort Worth, yeah, it's just like those people in Texas. They don't care about people. Yeah, 94% compliant. Philly, 96. Chicago, 95. Miami, 96. Seattle, 96. Now, these are the places that have had the harshest lockdowns. I mean, unless you're in the movie business and in California, well, then you can pretty much do whatever you want. But, I mean, we're looking at science, right? They have the harshest lockdowns and restrictions in the country, and they're over 80% compliant. In fact, well over 80% compliant. It's almost like those masks and lockdowns don't do jack crap for corona. Not the beer, the virus. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. So we have overwhelmingly exceeded the mask compliance that was supposed to flatten the curve and reduce the transmission of the virus. So is it us? Or is it maybe that it's wrong? Maybe the so-called public health experts should shut the pie hole. Maybe they could learn something from listening to a few different opinions. No. No, you know what? People are always blessed. They're always blessed, and things always get better when you stifle and shut down, shove, shoot, or kill anyone who has a different opinion. That's how we got to the moon, guys. We had one guy in charge said, this is the only way, and I'm going to kill everybody else. That's how we got to the moon. Yeah, I've read it in a brand new history book. For the overlords of control, there is no dissent. There is no choice. You do it. And if you don't, prepare to be dealt with. It's pretty amazing. You know, by the way, that's exactly what de Blasio said about the restaurant owner that is daring to defy him. He said, quote, there will be significant repercussions for this, end quote. Oh, jawohl. I don't mean to make you sound, it should be more like this. Yes, sounds very good. Maybe we put them into chamber downstairs and I break legs. A few weeks ago in Oregon, a nurse was put on an administrative leave for admitting that she didn't wear a mask, not at work, but when she was off duty, she was fired. She made the statement on TikTok. Now she doesn't have a job. TikTok. Goes on and on. Guy working at a gas station in Indiana, fired for not wearing a mask. Professor at NYU now fighting for his career for making anti-mask statements during class. We got him in basement. Oh, he's going to meet Natusha in just a minute. You work at a casino in Vegas? Management already told their employees if you don't wear a mask, you'll be fired. By the way, the new one is if you don't get the vaccine, you're going to get fired. Oh, yeah, this is really great, coming from Silicon Valley. There's a new app that will show if you've complied. It'll be your digital passport to go places. Because if you don't have a digital passport that shows, yes, you've had the vaccine, you can't go anywhere. Water park manager in Wisconsin sent an email questioning the face mask policies. Questioning. He was fired. In Dallas, Texas, 2 election workers were fired for not wearing masks, even though Governor Abbott specifically made mask exemptions for poll workers. Restaurant owner in Florida, actually cited by, get this, code enforcement officers, yeah, and we like them, for not wearing a mask. They came back 2 days later, this time with police, found out he still wasn't wearing one. He was fired. But it's not even the actual act of not wearing a mask that will get you in trouble. Just a mere opinion. This is so American. I just want to break out into la, 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 la. This American national anthem, isn't it? Yeah. I just want to break out every time I see that somebody who has a different opinion is being finally silenced. Thank God. Or not God. We don't believe in God here anymore. Of course not. He's in the gulag. The Vancouver Canucks. Their beloved anthem singer was just recently fired for refusing to wear a mask while singing at a rally organized by anti-mask advocates. We've got to stop them. Yes, they're even leaking out and going in the middle of the night underneath our borders to places like Canada. It's a country. I'll tell you about it later. A member of the Public School Advisory Board in Boyertown, Pennsylvania, also recently fired for committing the cardinal sin of questioning masks. There will be no questions. There will be no toys. I could go further, but I think the message is pretty clear. You're not allowed to have a different opinion. We get it. You'll be destroyed for the mere thought that science isn't clear here, because it's science. When is science ever wrong? Well, maybe because I am a doctor. I don't know if you know this. Maybe it's the doctor coming out in me, but I'm old enough to remember that it used to be a good thing to question science. Actual scientists did it and encouraged other actual scientists to do it too. What was it called again? The scientific method. See, it was part of the process in those old ancient dusty times where you would question things and then you'd have to prove it, and new stats would come in, new evidence would come in, and if it didn't match up with your claims, the scientific method said, well, you should change your behavior. But now they clutch their pearls every time someone questions the science of things like wearing masks or even, dare I say it, climate change. How dare me even say that? Because it's not like science has ever been proved wrong before, right? Remember when scientists used to say that the shape of someone's skull proved how intelligent you might be, or we could tell by the shape of their skull if they're Jews or not. Yeah, bigots and racists never took advantage of science, did they? What about when the scientist of all scientists, Albert Einstein, said the universe was static and not expanding? Well, it's not. We should never question that. We wouldn't question Albert Einstein. How about in 1982, when Dr. William McBride claimed his research on a morning sickness drug proved that it caused birth defects? So the drug was taken off the market. Lots of lawsuits. Later found out he and his assistants, they all changed and altered the data to prove his claim. Yeah, found guilty of scientific fraud by medical tribunal. Jeez, I hope we shot him. They're questioning science. Yeah, damn right we're questioning science. In fact, question with boldness everything. Everything. Especially when the holy name of science is evoked to strip you of your rights, your livelihood, and God-given, constitutionally guaranteed freedom. Do not give in to being bludgeoned into submission. You're smart enough to make decisions regarding your own personal safety. We are masking up. Stop blaming us. Wear a mask, don't wear one. You know what's best for your situation. We don't need the government to impose these decisions on us. And any attempt to do so should be viewed for exactly what it actually is: fascism.